gas at the pumps about 40 cents a liter over the next few years.
Wow.
That's a lot. That, I think that might be over a 10-year period, but it's still going to increase. So it's like they're trying to force everybody to go electric.
That's Route 15, eh? The 8078. I don't know if you've driven that one. What's going on?
Oh, I see. They're going to put some stuff on there. Isn't that nice?
Don't see a train, George. I always check before you leave. Oh, there's one just arriving. I saw it flashing.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, man, my legs.
Oh, my dad pulled a muscle in his leg last night.
No way.
Oh, man, he says it's sore. He doesn't know how he did it.
Right. Well, that's not good. Oh my goodness.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I think everybody has at one time.
It hurts like a bugger, too.
Yeah.
You don't get the Tuscany train very often, right? You don't get people off of there?
Oh, you mean...
northbound.
Right. No. Almost zero. Very close to zero.
What if it's Stampede, though? Then you might get a couple?
No.
Well, all the northbound trains are so busy going towards...
It's just that nobody goes from Bridlewood or Shaughnessy to here.
Yeah.
They're going further.
Yeah, and during Stampede, everyone's going to Vic Park, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it looks like we can go.
Yeah, there's no one not.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to have a Calgary Stampede next year.
Well, we got the vaccine going, so...
Well, we do, but they're not going to inoculate everybody across Canada until August or September, so I don't know. And how are they going to do it so that people, like we'll say at a football game or even the Calgary Stampede, how are we going to know who has been vaccinated and who hasn't? They must issue a card or something that you have to produce.
And the trains are going to be so packed, right?
Well, eventually. Not right away.
No, but I mean with Stampede, if they have it, that's going to be...
Well, not in 2021, I don't think. Everything's going to happen so slow here.
No, but I mean, if they ever have the Stampede, that's going to be an issue. Because so many people take transit.
Well, there's another train right there. Oh, man.
One just left. Another one pulled in.
No, and I keep thinking they're every 15 minutes. It's like for every 30 seconds. I don't understand.
Yeah. Oh well. Can't do anything much now.
No, right.
Yeah, it's 4:32, right? So...
yeah, almost 33.
Yeah. Is it ever?
That's awesome. That's got to be 100 miles from end to end. Wow.
At least your bus will stay nice and bright with the lights on, but do you notice with some drivers, they turn them off sometimes?
Oh, okay.
Do you notice that? Like, even though they're supposed to have them on, they turn them off.
Right, yeah. Might be due to the glare on the windshield.
The driver before you, he always gives you a debrief, which is nice, right? The driver who you relieve.
Yeah, that's right.
He's nice, right?
Yeah, Jim, yeah.
Jim.
Yeah.
He must do the morning run.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And then how about at night? Do you meet a different driver every day when you get relieved?
Yeah, that's right, yes.
But I mean the morning and afternoon run, it stays the same. Jim does the morning, you do the afternoon and evening.
Unless he takes a day off, then it's a different driver.
Yeah. Jim does the morning, you do the afternoon and evening, and the other spare board guy, you meet a different driver every day, does late night, I guess.
That's right.
He said this bus was good and everything.
Yeah.
Leaking no oil or anything, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's right.
They're bound to break down, especially the 77s, eh? They're getting older now, right?
That's right, yeah.
You've driven 7781 before?
Oh, that one I'm not sure. I probably have, but I don't recall.
Some of this traffic coming out of here, eh? It's a steady,
Oh, traffic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Carol hopping on with you today or no?
I don't think so. I think she was on yesterday.
She told you probably tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Most likely.
Beautiful Chinook cloud.
Yes, that's it, yeah.
So you must remain really empty on your last trip when you pull into Fish Creek at 7:30.
Yes, very much so.
You get no people at 7:30 sometimes.
2 or 3.
Yeah. You got like 25 to 30 at Fish Creek you used to.
That's right.
How about at 5:30 before everything?
Oh, I used to
Yeah.
standing loads.
6:30 even.
Yeah, that's right.
And then 7:30 you got half full.
Yeah.
So you were working hard all day long.
Exactly, it really was.
You got standing loads to the windshield? Was it that bad?
Oh yeah. Not at 7:30, but at 5:30.
And 4:30.
That's right, 4:30 and 5:30, yeah.
6:30 too.
Not to the windshield, it would be probably a seated load, maybe 5 or 10 standing.
Oh, so still a solid one.
Oh yeah.
How about 3:30? Same thing?
Yeah. No, fairly good.
what did you have for dinner last night?
Maybe chopped up ham, cabbage, carrots, and rice, all mixed together. So good.
You must eat a good load when you get home, since you don't.
That's the way I like it. But I don't gain weight. That's the way I like it too.
Let me guess, you had a fried egg sandwich.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you not get sick of that? Your wife tells you the same thing.
Yeah, she does. She says the same thing. She says she could never do that. But I love it. It's great.
If it gives you your protein source for the day.
Yeah, but I don't get tired of it. I don't really understand that. All I know is I don't get tired of it. So if it works, it's okay. It's not broken, don't fix it.
One thing I will say, eggs are easy to make, so.
Well, that's it. I like that. Makes it easy because I like to do it. But I don't mind a good breakfast either once in a while. Ham and sausage and eggs and bacon and toast.
But if you're getting up late, then you just do that one.
Right.
Because you got to get up and go to work. But when you're retired, you can actually have a great big breakfast if you want to.
That's right. On occasion, Ricky's has an all-day grill, so they cook breakfast every time of the day. I really like that idea.
You go to Ricky's, eh?
What's that?
You go to Ricky's every once in a blue moon.
Yeah, that's right. Not very often.
Does Cliff like eating a big breakfast when he's already eaten when you get up?
That's right. Ricky's and Jackie's is good to have an all-day breakfast.
Do you and Cliff ever go to Ricky's? Have you ever gone there with him?
Yeah, sure have. A few times. Mostly Debbie, so.
You guys must have enjoyed that, you and Cliff.
Oh yeah, in the early morning hours. That's my time. I like getting out doing something at 1, 2 o'clock.
And he's up early, Cliff, right?
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't get enough sleep. How many hours?
Well, he seems to doze off in the evening a lot. I don't like to do that. I like to be awake in the evening.
What were you saying?
Him and I used to go to Denny's quite often in the early morning hours, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Farlow Trail, near Deerfoot Casino. There's a truck stop there. We're open all night.
There's also one off of 16 Ave. I used to go there.
That's right. Yeah, way down there in France, Maine. Hey, good to see you.
Dude, what happened to what happened to your boy Trump?
Oh yeah.
Mitch McConnell and Vladimir Putin are all they're all cozying up to Joe Biden after the electoral college.
I know. Putin finally phoned him. I heard that.
Oh wow! You know?
I know.
These guys are hypocrites.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
You can't mess with democracy, right?
No.
You gotta. But if you lose, you lose. I'm sorry.
That's right.
If it was close in the battleground states, but not even really. Like you got your butt kicked just as bad as Hillary did, and Hillary conceded.
Well, the whole thing is.
Hillary got her butt kicked. You got your butt kicked the exact same amount. They lost the exact same.
That's right.
And in this day and age, you're not going to lose. You're not going to win decisively with a divided country.
Right.
Because the whites in America think that every immigrant's stealing their jobs,
Right.
although the government sold them to China a long time ago.
That's right.
and like, you want to blame anybody, you can blame those people sitting in the Congress and in the House and in the Senate, right?
Well, the thing is, if Trump had won, there wouldn't have been any investigation.
Oh, well, yeah, totally.
I know.
But that's why he's doing this thing though, because he's so scared that the FBI is gonna pull in behind him when the day he says the day he's supposed to be at the inauguration,
Right.
and fly away in a helicopter.
Yeah.
There might be about 10 squad cars pull out.
Oh yeah.
So he's been fighting tooth and nail because he's got about 7 or 8 lawsuits to deal with, right?
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be interesting.
That's why you can't put a guy like that in the White House. I know he was a good businessman
Right.
in a way where he showed what he proved was that a businessman can do well
Yeah.
in the government.
Right.
But he can't be a guy who's been funded by Russia and oligarchs and stuff like that. That starts to screw with the whole Constitution,
Yeah.
right?
That's it.
Like basically nobody even knows where they're. You listen to the pundits and they don't know. They virtually don't know what they're going to do or what the Republican Party is going to look like or what the Democratic Party is going to look like.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? They're like, what are we going to do after Donald Trump?
Yeah, exactly.
Like he shook it up. He went a little far in a few things.
Yeah.
You know, the Muslim ban, the Mexican ban, the separation of the border with the kids. Basically, when you go that far in 4 years, that's why he didn't win another term. Because the people were like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's like he did what most presidents would do in 8 years, in 4 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Caused a lot of ruckus in there.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
But I think it was, the nationalism, America first.
Yeah.
We went from globalism to nationalism. I mean, and it makes sense to, like, Canada needs to take a little bit of that book too, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Follow the Trump role. But I think the big part was that, like, the biggest part is that nobody was ready for that kind of. He's firing everybody with long-term careers, like Russ Tillerson. Like, man, he's ruined it. He ruined it so, and he's got the base.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, are you kidding me? A guy comes to serve for you,
Yeah.
and you ruin my, like, William Barr just resigned.
Yeah.
The friggin'
I know.
highest-ranking police officer in the nation, the Attorney General, had to resign.
I tell you, it was a wild ride.
What the heck? And the guy bailed Trump out of so much shit that he was caught up in.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't let it go far.
No, that's right.
Right? He stopped the investigation.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
I was like, wow.
I know. Did you see that football game last night? Was that crazy or what?
Wow.
Wow, what an ending.
I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan. MVP last year.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
At first
yeah.
that Brady didn't get the award and Lamar Jackson gets
I
it?
know.
Well, but he's the fastest guy in the NFL and he's playing quarterback.
Yeah, yeah.
So when Baker Mayfield can't pretend, even though the Baltimore Ravens was 7-5,
Yeah.
and the Cleveland Browns were 9-3.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Lamar Jackson head-to-head will never lose to Baker Mayfield.
Right.
Not even with his average receivers. They were saying, Des Bryant still got COVID or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, Lamar Jackson needs a receiver.
That's right.
Like, you could talk about Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
you could talk about Tom Brady,
Yeah.
but until you give the elite quarterbacks
Right.
an elite receiver
Yeah.
for their whole career,
That's right.
every elite quarterback should have an elite receiver. No?
Yeah.
Tell me the best receiver receiver on the Baltimore Ravens?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Who's the best receiver?
I don't know.
They're like no names, Jordan.
Right, yeah.
Like, I'll tell you the truth. They're like no names.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know too many of those guys. I just know the Bears. But boy, the Ravens did that last night. Wow. I couldn't believe that. They kicked that 50-yard field goal.
Well, that kicker is the best in the league. He's the best in NFL history.
There you go.
So I don't mind that. That's worth that. We paid the money for that guy.
Yeah,
The big thing is Lamar Jackson cramping up, hoping that the white kid, that's a really good quarterback, out of he was like a rookie or a first year, second year.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name, but that little backup who went down at the end,
Yeah.
he would have won that game without it getting that exciting.
Right, yeah.
And did you see the Steelers lost their second in a row?
You know what I mean? Like, he would have won that game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Had Lamar not gone, they were up by 14 points.
Yeah.
Like, Baker Mayfield is good.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield has substantially better receivers and running game than Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is playing with a virtual college team, and Baker Mayfield, believe it or not, if it wasn't Baker Mayfield and it was, say, Carson Wentz or like, Baker has a very, very, very good, like, they've been trying to make Baker more than what he is.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, do you know the running backs they have
No.
in Cleveland?
No, I don't.
Kareem Hunt was kicked out of the NFL
Wow.
for like elbowing his girlfriend or something.
Oh, wow.
Okay? That guy's a star.
Yeah.
Who else?
Nick Chubb's another one.
Nick Chubb's. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that one. Good job.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb's. Bro, Nick Chubb's was the best running back in the NCAA last year.
Wow.
And he has both of them. So his running game, let's put it this way. Lamar Jackson's running game is not as good as Nick Chubb's. Neither is his passing game.
Right.
And he was, when he wants to beat you, he can just basically run as fast as he can,
Yeah.
play as hard as he can, and he'll beat you.
Yeah, right.
That means there's a problem with the NFL. It's based on, the NFL's based on the Vegas bookies. Eh?
Yeah.
Like, it's all based on
We're riding with him
on
to
betting.
Shaughnessy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Right?
the 11, and then
it doesn't
we'll
have
go
as much
home.
to do with who's the best as it has to do with how much money can the Vegas
No,
make on this game.
the 11's due out at 18 at Shaughnessy.
It really
so
bothers me.
And it
I
only
really enjoy
takes,
the NFL. I really enjoy the CFL.
less than
But
10 minutes to get
after
back
being
to
an athlete,
Somerset.
It really bothers me to you know, it really bothers me to see.
Oh, how about Derrick Henry? Did you see him? Tennessee Titans running back. 215 yards rushing this weekend.
Well, what Cleveland did, they got too much time on the clock when they went down the field. That was their mistake.
Hey, oh man. Dude, it was crazy. Derrick Henry literally takes guys with him.
Wow. Yeah, Cleveland left a minute more on the clock. Not to touchdown.
Yeah.
They needed to control the clock, and they didn't do that.
Lamar left 30 seconds too.
Yeah, he
You
did,
could,
you're right.
if you were any good, Baker, you could handle that.
Yeah. But then they got a safety. Holy smokes.
Well, at the end of the game, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just stupidity.
I know.
That was just.
Yeah.
They should have just let that go. You're never gonna get 110 yards lateraling.
No, that's
Lateraling the ball.
exactly.
It's gonna be impossible. We've seen it happen, but it's a rare occurrence.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like in the CFL. I think you can still do
It's not
that.
rugby.
I couldn't believe the Steelers lost their second in a row.
Think about this. You'll never win a game with a forward pass, with lateral passes,
Right. That's right.
unless, put it this way, unless it was,
Oh, okay.
unless it was under review, meaning ask the Pittsburgh Steelers with that play to that old running back, Franco Harris.
Oh, I'll never forget
That imaginary fumble. Also, ask the Tennessee Titans. They still don't know whether or not what did they call that one? That one was called the,
Oh, I don't know that one.
What are you looking for?
the inoperable pass.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's-
Tennessee Titans threw that lateral.
Yeah.
Big tight end threw it back to a receiver, and he ran a punt return in the wild card game or something. Yeah, lateral passes will never get you to the end zone
Oh, right.
unless they're fake.
Yeah.
Just like Franco Harris's fake running play, they don't even have it on camera. They can't even find it, or they're hiding it
Yeah.
just to make the NFL films videos better, right?
Yeah.
Like, or you know what I mean? Like, come on. What's his name from NFL Films? Those two brothers, those two white guys, they're great guys, great commentators, but
Yeah.
really, I don't think so.
No, exactly.
A lot of it is your really dramatic voice,
Yeah.
and because the CFL really ain't no more harder than the NFL.
No, that's
but guess
right.
what? The NFL has all that hype,
Oh, yeah.
and when you get the broadcasts and
Yeah.
all that money going into it, and
Yeah.
John Madden, hey, you know, that guy's got a bunch of sweat on his belly. Look at that. And they circle the sweat on some big guy's belly, and they're laughing. And it makes it entertaining. It's called,
Yeah.
it's now you're in the entertainment industry.
Right.
Meaning, are the games real?
Yeah, exactly.
Not all the time, I can tell you that.
Well, that was like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Are the games, yeah.
Well,
Some of this ain't real.
All right,
Even
so-
even Mike Tyson, well, Mike Tyson, people were just scared of him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I think Mike Tyson's were real.
Yeah.
It's not my fault you were shit scared of me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But a lot of guys, like a lot of fights, are just
That's right.
gimmies,
Yeah,
right? The
yeah.
guy's just gonna go in and make some money,
Yeah,
and
that's
you just
right.
beat him up and get out of there.
Yeah.
And then we'll put the big fight and make the money on the pay-per-view. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don
That's
King was the best at that.
Oh, I tell you.
Have a good night.
Oh, I love it. Oh, man.
He's a big sports fan.
Well, he played in the CFL, eh?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he played for Toronto and Edmonton.
Oh, sorry, I gotta stir it up. Wrong teams. Wrong teams.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Shit versus shit.
Yeah.
I had to stir it up.
Oh, you sure did.
No wonder he's such a big guy then. Holy. Hey?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What's your team in the CFL?
Stamps.
Yeah, same here. Well, we've got some.
And then you played for Edmonton. Why not Calgary? Come on.
Well, it's just the way it goes sometimes.
Hey, it's business.
Yeah, that's right.
You get a bit of a break here, right?
We'll see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the CFL. Sunday, May 23rd, BC is in Calgary for an exhibition game. First game of the season.
Have you done the 153 before?
Oh, not Copperfield, no. Actually, I did once. Yes. Just once. I was out of service going back to Anderson Garage. And Ralph, I'll never forget him. Great guy, Ralph Williams. Really nice guy. Great controller. And he called for help. And I didn't know the route or anything. And I called him. I was out of service going back to the garage. And I did a fill trip on the, I don't know if it was the 153 then, but it was the Copperfield bus out of Anderson Station at the time. That would have been about 20 years ago. So I did it once. I picked up some people at Anderson Station, and I didn't know the route, but I managed to get through it okay. I picked a few people up to go out, and I picked up a few to come down. So I managed.
So you must have had to go back into service.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Really helped Ralph.
So 2 routes in one day.
That's right.
How long did you stay in service for?
About an hour and a half.
Did you phone the garage to let them know?
The controller does that.
Huh?
The controller, the guy I'm talking to, the guy pick up the phone and call him and say, I'll fill in for you. He calls the garage or whatever. He takes care of everything.
Yeah, he's like, George was gonna go off, but you're not gonna expect him to the garage till later because I need an extra bus on.
That's right, yeah, exactly.
Were you driving you probably weren't driving one of these, you probably got a lot of the 77. Well, maybe not though.
Right.
You must have got a 75, 76 or whatever because you say that's 20 years ago you're cutting it.
Yeah,
They were brand new. You were just getting the 77s in.
20 years ago, yeah, I think I might have had an FCI.
And what bus did he have? Maybe...
I don't know.
Copperfield's a long route, though.
Oh, I tell you, that was. I was fortunate to pick somebody up coming in because there weren't too many people. It's about 7:30 in the evening.
Oh, but what if it was 3:30? You would have got a big load.
Oh, yeah, that would have been good, yeah.
That 406 is pretty busy sometimes.
Right.
It doesn't go to shuttle till like 8:30.
That's right.
Shuttle must be a whole different set of rules.
Probably.
Well, thanks for the ride today.
Oh, yeah, no, you're very welcome. Now you're hopping off here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Doesn't seem like you were, it seems like you were only on like 10 minutes.
No, I was on this whole ride.
I know.
Well, it went so fast.
Oh, it did.
I filmed an hour and a half, so...
Wow. That's amazing.
I'm just gonna catch the guy that you go home with, eh? Just quickly.
Oh, right.
Back to Somerset, then home.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye-bye.
You take care. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, we see you well.
Bye.